Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We got ourselves a new rancher rig, and I'll show you that here in a minute. I got the super cab drove down here to the shop. We're gonna start stripping some stuff off of this thing to put in the new truck and clean out all my personal belongings out of the cab, get them organized into this pickup. We gotta put some flatbed mounts on this one yet, but I'll give you a walk around on it, and I'll kind of show you the super cab, the stuff we're ripping out of it and everything before I get started. So I'm not going to film anything about that today. I'm just going to give you the walk around of this pickup and show you what I'm taking off of this one. So let's get into it. Well, here she is, 2005 Ford F350 Triton V10 crew cab long bed. It's got the 6.4 style tow mirrors on it. Got the old Circle D flatbed that originally came off an old Power Stroke of mine. My brother-in-law had it on his second gen Dodge. We got to put some flatbed mounts on here on the front corners. The rear mounts lined up with factory holes in the frame, so we're good on that point. It's got big old fat 35s on it, some Bushwhacker flares, neither of which I'm real thrilled about, but yeah, looks good, I guess. We're going to put some 285s on here. The rear tires are pretty well shot. They'll get me by for a little while yet, but I was going to get some 285s thrown on it. But yeah, crew cab, long bed. It's rusty, but good trusty pickup, I guess. Full 4-door 1-ton, which is a lot better than the super cab short box. You know, and it's also a long bed. But this is the best part about this whole rig right here. Good old 6-speed, ZF 6-speed manual. The fact that I found an 05 V10 crew cab long bed with a 6-speed is just absolute tickles me. Because of course, you know, the old super cab, we did the ZF 5-speed swap on it. And it's one of my favorite parts about that truck was the 5-speed swap. I don't know what we're doing with it, this old girl, yet. Because it's too good of a truck to really just part out and scrap. But the engine's junk. And I don't know that I want to put a motor in it real bad right now. So we're going to pull the old two-way farm radio out of it and clean it out. Because it's like it looks like I've been living in this dang thing for... Ew. The kids made a mess in the back seat there. But we're going to clean the cab of this thing out, get all the trash thrown away, get all the stuff out of it, go through the glove box, center console, that sort of thing, and get it good, all good and cleaned out. Rip the antenna off the top of the flatbed. I need to get all my hitches and log chains and stuff. I'm going to wait until the sun, you can already see it starting to melt off of there, get all that stuff cleaned out and transferred over. And depending upon what time we got for the day, I might go ahead and pop the hood and rip the valve cover off and see how bad the damage is under the valve cover. And I know there's gonna be damage. It's just how bad is it. I do have it listed for sale, I guess, if anybody's interested in it. Flatbeds for sale separately, trucks for sale separately. If it doesn't sell, it'll probably end up sitting out in the grove until I decide what I'm gonna do with it. Because, like I said, it's a good pickup. It's just the cab was small, and if I was going to spend the money to put a motor in it, I might as well spend the money to buy this thing. Because this is, I mean, unfortunately, it's 10 times the truck that one is. I'm not a big Super Duty guy, even though I've owned a bunch of them. I like my OBSs more, but this flatbed's kind of a temporary deal. It's got some age on it. There used to be a big toolbox that sat across here, which is why this is as rusted out. As you can see, there's holes here from where it was mounted at one time. But that flatbed will come off, and we'll put a hydro bed or a Dewey's or some sort of bale bed on that truck for feeding cows. But yeah, the old super cab. Love this pickup, but Trying to decide whether I'm going to put a motor in it later on down the road or not is to be determined. The Bronco's sitting back there in the corner of the shop. Sure could use that 1-ton suspension and axles out of it. You know, I don't know that I'm going to part it out. I like the truck too damn much. So, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start getting stuff situated between the two trucks and get the cab cleaned out and all that good stuff. So that's this is the replacement. I told you guys I'd give you a little bit of a video of what I got when I finally got something. So hopefully it treats me well. It's only got 165,000 miles on it. So should treat me fairly decent. So until next time, friends, I'll catch you on the next one.